Hey treasure hunters, the Antique Duo here with you today. We are in the state of Alabama today, looking at a place called the Old South Antique Mall, which is located at 1861 Reeves Street in Dothan, Alabama. That's a popular route between Atlanta and the Gulf Coast kind of beach areas there in Panama City and Destin. So if you're traveling that way, it's a good place to stop. This is just on the kind of side of the road there as you're following along. A really kind of unique place, if you will. Not that big. I think some looking it up said it was around 6,000 square feet, but I'm not sure that included the top floor. So I don't know if when that measurement was made, if the top floor was already in use, but there are some stairs in there you want to make sure you go up. Lots of kind of different things here in this store. Some true antiques with some vintage things mixed in there, some arts and crafts, some newer home decor kind of things, lots of glassware. There was vintage clothing. One thing I'm seeing lots more of in antique stores here recently is fishing memorabilia, whether it be antique or more like current handmade lures and things like that. There were a couple booths like that in here as well. I would say you can see just here showing you just like one of the larger booths in the place. This one just had a lot of jewelry, costume, and maybe some real there as well locked up. But some really big booths, some really small booths. Kind of some nooks and crannies in here too as you're going through. Make sure you give yourself plenty of time to be able to look through things and touch things. Very relaxed kind of atmosphere. Again, you'll need your time. You can wander booth to booth and just, you never really know what you might find as you're going from these, from booth to booth. Lots of the reviews online give it a kind of say, even though it's relatively small, there's lots of good finds there. I didn't see a lot of sales going on at the time we were there, but I would say the prices were very comparable to things we've seen in other places. Certainly, if needing a stop along the way, this would be a good one. Again, vintage furniture, glassware, home decor. You just about can't go in an antique store anymore and not find some farmhouse kind of home decor things. There was lots of that, collectibles. A couple of vintage clothing booths, of course a Christmas booth. I said I didn't see a lot of sales. There was upstairs there was a really large booth filled with kind of organized by holiday items. I think you'll see some pictures or maybe a video of it in a little while, but it had things organized by holiday, and I think everything in that booth was 50% off. This was kind of in the back. You can see some outdoor decor, metalworks, that kind of stuff, but a very large booth there in the back part of the store as well. Pricing, again, are kind of comparable to what you're used to seeing in antique stores if you do a lot of antiquing. I would say it's, kind of varies from booth to booth is what you're going to get with anything consignment, as the vendors make a lot of their own pricing. So you definitely probably want to check this one out. Located on Reeves Street, just off of what was called Ross Clark Circle. It's in an area I think called the Wiregrass area, and there were several places there to stop and eat. So again, if you need a break along your trip there between Atlanta or the northern part of Georgia and the Gulf, this would be a good one for you. I think the area is called Wiregrass. There was another antique store almost literally right across the road from it that we also stopped into, so I'll be posting that video in a couple of days probably. It was called the Blue Daisy, I believe, but this one's called the Old South Antique Mall. I'd say it's probably not a destination stop for you, but certainly one if you're traveling that way and need to stop. You can see here's that booth I was talking about with the holiday items organized by holiday, and you can see it all listed at 50% off, so some pretty good stuff in there. There were fall things, there were Thanksgiving things, Christmas things. Again, don't miss the upstairs area because it did have lots of different things up there too. You can kind of miss it if you're not looking for it. There's, I think, 2 sets of stairs. You could have gone up or down. Check this one out, the Old South Antique Mall in Dothan, Alabama. And we will see you next time. Happy treasure hunting. Till next time, it's the Antique Duo.